Coaches and service providers are often frustrated with their marketing because it isn't working and they don't know why. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 reasons why your marketing isn't working and how to fix it. And guess what? Number 4 and 5 is going to sting a little, but if you're anything like me, it's going to sting just enough to get you moving in the right direction. Hello, darling. I'm Nyala, CEO of Market Your Message. If you're new to the squad, welcome to my channel. This channel is here to teach you how to get paid to market your message. We cover all things messaging, marketing, and money for coaches, consultants, and service professionals. So if your goal is to start and grow a business by monetizing your story and skills, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to tap the bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. So we're going to jump straight into this one with number 1. Not enough people are seeing your content. I wanted to start here because whenever I get to this complaint from clients, I first ask them about the numbers. And then when we look at the numbers, we see that not enough people are even seeing their stuff. So if this is you, how can you confidently say that your marketing isn't working? You see, when it comes to marketing, it's all about getting your content in front of enough people so that you can determine what's working and what's not. I remember when I felt like my marketing wasn't working. And then when I looked at the numbers, I realized that, wow, my conversion rates for webinars were really, really good. I had great conversion rates, okay? I was converting at about a 50%. The problem was that I didn't have enough people coming to my webinars, and that's a story for another day. But I see this often, right? So the solution is simple. Get in front of more people. Our preferred strategy is BOPA's, and that stands for borrowing other people's audiences. But there are strategies. There are way more other strategies you can use. Paid strategies like advertising and organic strategies. The bottom line is you need to get in front of more people. No people equals no business. Number 2, you have no strategy, right? So having no strategy feels like throwing something out there and then keep checking your phone to see if there's a response. Having a strategy defines where you're going, and it says what activities should you be focused on to get there, right? So to effectively take a person who has no idea who you are to a place where they're ready to open up their wallets and do business with you, there are strategic pieces of marketing, right, that needs to be shown to them to lead them through a process. It's called the client's journey. And in my upcoming video, I'm going to be walking you through the 5 levels in the client's journey and what type of content you want to create for each level. So again, be sure to subscribe. So this is what a marketing plan is going to do for you. It maps out the client's journey. And it says these are all the things that you're going to need to lead a client from followers into clients. Does that make sense? So as you can see, marketing for the sake of marketing doesn't get you anywhere. If you don't have goals to meet and a way to attain those goals, you're pretty much throwing your money and your time away. Marketing takes strategy, planning, and execution. Now, if you are a female coach or service provider who wants to get better at marketing, who wants more structure, who wants to plan better, and who wants to make sure that your daily efforts will drive traffic and profits, I'd like to invite you to check out the Plan to Profit experience. I'll leave that information in the description. Number 3, I'm sure you've heard this a billion of times. You have to speak your ideal client's language so you can build, know, like, and trust. This means A, knowing exactly who they are, the problems they're dealing with, and what their deepest desires are. And B, knowing how to articulate this information in your messaging. If you do not do this in your written and verbal content, it will fall flat and it will not connect with your audience, right? And this will prevent them from taking action. Another common mistake I hear when I talk to clients is a lot of deep explanation and expert language that your ideal client won't understand. As business owners, we spend so much time and energy working in our business that sometimes we forget how to communicate effectively with someone who doesn't have the same level of competence in our topic. So how do you know if your message is confusing? Here are 2 ways that you can use to figure this out. 1, when you tell people what you do they often respond with, okay, wow, or interesting? If this is what you're hearing, most likely you have a confusing message. Are you getting 0 engagement on your lives or on your written content, even though it's being put in front of a lot of people? Don't forget, we talked about that in number 1. If you answered yes to these questions, then most likely you have a confusing message. So I want you to tell me in the comments if this is you, and ask any questions that you have. I will help you along the way. Okay? Now, how do we fix this? You're going to want to map out your perfect persona profile. Get very clear on the specific problems and frustrations in your client's language and build messages to speak to those issues. Number 4, you're impatient. Yep, I said it. Majority of business owners are not committed enough and patient enough to see their strategies work. Changing what you're doing in your marketing is what's causing your marketing to fail. Inconsistency shows up in a lot of ways. Changing your strategy, tweaking your messaging, focusing on different target audiences, stopping and starting and starting and stopping. This causes confusion. Your audience doesn't understand what you're offering. And this damages those feelings of know, like, and trust that we talked about, right? So if you answer no to any of the following questions, this can be your problem. So 1, have you been using the same social media platforms to promote your business for at least 1 year? 2, do you have a content marketing plan? 3, do you show up at regular times during the week or the month so that your audience know when they'll be hearing from you? And 4, have you consistently stuck to a schedule delivering new content without missing deadlines for at least 12 months? If you answer no to any of those questions, then the solution is you need to map out a content plan and stick with it. Number 5, you're not looking at the numbers. Again, I told you this was going to sting. I always tell my clients, let the data do the driving. Marketing is all about testing and looking at numbers, tweaking and repeating. And numbers do not lie. It's crazy how many business owners do not look at their numbers. In addition to being a business strategist to coaches and service professionals, I also run a digital marketing agency. And when we provide the monthly reports to our clients and I get on a call and I ask them about it, typically they say, yeah, I got it, but I didn't look at it. And those who do look at it say they don't understand it. And this is a no. Whether you're outsourcing your marketing or not, you as the owner of your company should know your numbers. You should understand them, or you should know what are the right questions you should be asking, right? So your data tells you where the gaps are, what you should discontinue, and what you should rev up. Your numbers are everything. Okay, so let's recap. There are 5 reasons why your marketing isn't working. Number 1, not enough people are seeing your content. 2, you have no strategy. 3, your message is confusing. 4, you're impatient, meaning that you're not giving your strategy time to work. And 5, you're not looking at the numbers. If you know you've been making these mistakes, I want you to use the solutions that I gave you and start turning things around today. So this brings me to the end of this video, but not to the end of you and I. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. And before you go, let me tell you all about the Plan to Profit experience. Are you interested in building your business to create time freedom? If your answer is yes, then the Plan to Profit experience is for you. Here's my story. So I started my company, Market Your Message, over 10 years ago after closing my hair salon. And I simply made the decision that I no longer wanted to trade time for dollars, standing on my feet all day, and sacrificing time with my family. And maybe you've been wondering the same thing, how you can take your knowledge, your skills and experiences and build a business that creates time freedom. That was me 10 years ago. When I first started, I realized quickly how much content and marketing it takes to get visible. I spent day and night on YouTube University teaching myself content marketing, video marketing, scripting, messaging, all the things. I found myself slaving on social, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and it just wasn't working. So I started to invest. I invested in coaching, in courses, in events, all to learn how to grow this business in a way that didn't consume all of my time and that didn't put me in a constant space of stress, overwhelm, and frustration. Sounds familiar? I learned how to focus and put my attention where would bring a highest return. I also learned how to plan effectively and what to do on a day-to-day basis to drive traffic and profits in my business. And I learned how to set up systems and processes that would prepare me for one of the biggest events of my life. And I'm glad I did. I'm so grateful that I built a business with the business model before I actually needed it. Because in 2020, 4 weeks after the pandemic hit, I got diagnosed with cancer. I was in a treatment center 7 days a week, 7 hours a day. And at one point, I was in ICU fighting for my life. However, all through this time, the business was still running and our clients continued to be served. And I had the money, time, and freedom to focus on my health. I couldn't homeschool my kids, so I had to put him in boarding school. My daughter started college that year, and I was so happy to be able to get her into college without having to worry about finances. I work about 10 hours a week, and I built a business that is rich with time. I don't have to trade time for dollars anymore, and it's the exact model that I teach my clients so they can have time for the things that matter most. Now, you're probably working a full-time job, or maybe you're a full-time entrepreneur, but you're doing this while taking care of your family, and you want to make sure that you're spending the little time you have available on the right things. So let me tell you how this works. When you sign up for the Plan to Profit experience today, you'll get 90 days access to watch from the comfort of your home. You can watch, stop, implement, rewind, replay. You are in total control. But in addition to the Plan to Profit blueprint, you also get 90 days of accelerated coaching with me and my team in our student community, where I get to answer your questions and support you through the execution. In month 1, we will map out your plan, which includes your programs, your promotional calendar, and your profit plan. In month 2, we'll go through the prep phase so you can be ready to meet me and my team in month 3 at one of our 5 tour stops, which is our 1-day live experience where we'll produce your marketing content with you. I am overly excited and overjoyed about this new revolutionary way that we'll be delivering our 6th annual Plan to Profit experience. My clients who have attended the Plan to Profit experience have created amazing results, and you don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to their experiences. I invite you to show up for your Plan to Profit experience, watch the testimonials, and if any of the results my clients create resonate with you, I look forward to you being our next success story.
I would implement the things I would learn from those free workshops and challenges and actually see results. I knew there was a piece in my business that was missing, but after implementing the strategies in one of Nyala's free challenges, I actually made money. If I could get results, get clients, and make money from a free strategy I learned from her, what could I do if I invested and learned more from her?
I learned about making sure that you have a plan, a concrete plan, so that you're able to have something to fall back on and make sure that you get things done. Walking away from this event, I already know how I'm going to implement that plan, the various things that I'm going to be offering in social media, and collaborations that I've made with some of the women at today's event.
I am here at the Plan for Profit class, and I had an amazing time. I'm super excited to get back home to work on my plan. I actually completed my 12-month offers, and that is what I struggled with the most.
I would recommend it to anyone. My name is Dr. Cheryl, and I help moms to be able to stay alive so that they can see their children's legacy be passed on. I am here at the Plan to Profit workshop by Nyala, and the one thing that I appreciate is just having a business plan to walk away with for the entire year of 2019.
This event today was awesome. It really helped me organize my thoughts and plans for the new year. Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm attending the session today with Nyala, Plan for Profit. I'm an e-commerce seller, and so I have several businesses. I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
This information was awesome. Too bad you wasn't here. My name is Terry White, and I am the elder care educator. I help professionals who are also caregivers take care of who they love and what they have, and save time, energy, and resources from the astronomical cost of caregiving. Today, I was with Nyala at Plan to Profit, and it was totally different from what I expected. I expected to do this social media plan. Instead, I did a content plan, which was really what I needed. I was trying to take the easy way out, but Nyala, being who she is, supported us all with taking the next step toward profit for 2019. When I leave here right now, I can go and I can implement and put at least January, February, and March, the first quarter of 2019 out.
The content piece was insane. She made it so simple and easy for me to go home and implement, which has been an issue for me previously. But now the system is so simple that I feel like I'll be able to get it done in no time. Hi, my name is Karen, and I work with entrepreneurs to seal gaps in their business and increase positive cash flow. I am definitely looking forward to the next event so that I can have more incentive to take away and implement other business things.
Hi, my name is Dory Stevenson. I am a certified health and wellness coach, and today information was life-changing. That information was worth every dime of coming to this conference.
You get so much rich content and not be exhausted in the process.
I was able to clarify my message, clarify my audience. I was able to put together the pieces that I've been missing for so long.
I got so much clarity about what I needed to do in my business. She gives you her framework, which is literally worth thousands of dollars.
It has been the most amazing experience.
This live event is intense. You're going to get a lot of information, but you're going to be able to implement what you learn, and that's the difference.
Nyala brought so much information, so much clarity, so much implementation. It was amazing.
If you are not here, you are missing out. We are learning everything on how to market your message, from the systems to the offer to the sales. We are networking, we are supporting one another.
You should be here the next time when it's done live, because it is a life-changing, transformational experience.